Deep within the Catholic Church, a quiet change is happening. This change is not marked by loud proclamations or grandiose gestures, but by subtle shifts in attitudes and actions. It is a transformation that is being felt in the hearts and minds of the faithful as they witness a new kind of leadership emerging from within the Church's ancient walls. Two men, connected by a shared dream and an unexpected friendship, are guiding followers toward a kinder and more welcoming future. Their journey together is one of mutual respect and a deep commitment to the values they hold dear. They are not just leaders, but also friends who support and inspire each other in their mission. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the inspiring Archbishop of Manila, and Pope Francis, the humble leader from Argentina, may seem like an unusual pair. Yet their partnership is a testament to the power of unity and collaboration. Despite their different backgrounds and experiences, they have found common ground in their shared vision for the Church. But their connection is changing the Catholic Church, leaving a lasting impact on the faith they both cherish. Their influence extends beyond the confines of the Church, reaching out to people of all walks of life. They are bridging gaps and building bridges, fostering a sense of community and belonging among the faithful. Their story isn't about big announcements or dramatic speeches. It's about the strength of shared beliefs, respect for each other, and a deep dedication to the teachings of the Bible. They lead by example, showing that true leadership is about service and humility. It's about the strength of shared beliefs, respect for each other, and a deep dedication to the teachings of the Bible. Their actions speak louder than words, as they work tirelessly to bring about positive change within the Church and beyond. From the busy streets of Manila to the important halls of the Vatican, their bond is a light of hope, showing a path toward a fairer and more caring world. Their efforts are not confined to their respective regions. They resonate globally, inspiring countless individuals to strive for a better, more inclusive society. This is the story of their inspiring connection, a connection that transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences. It is a story of two leaders who have come together to make a difference, not just within the Church, but in the world at large. A connection quietly changing Catholicism and inspiring millions worldwide. Their influence is felt in the quiet moments of reflection, in the acts of kindness and compassion that they inspire in others. They are leading a revolution of the heart, one that is rooted in love and understanding. It's a story of modesty, kindness, and a shared goal to build a church that welcomes everyone, especially those in need. Their mission is to create a church that is a sanctuary for all, a place where everyone feels valued and loved, and acts as a powerful force for good. Their legacy will be one of compassion and inclusivity, a testament to the transformative power of faith and friendship. This is the spark that ignited a revolution that continues to inspire and uplift people around the world. What connects Cardinal Tagle and Pope Francis isn't a shared language or culture. It's something much deeper. Something that transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences. It's a profound connection of spirit. A shared vision for the Church that is rooted in the principles of kindness, humility, and a genuine love for humanity. This connection is evident in their actions and their approach to leadership. Both men have dedicated their lives to serving others, and their leadership styles reflect this commitment. They believe that the Church should be a beacon of hope and compassion in a world that is often filled with division and strife. Their shared vision for the Church is one that is inclusive and welcoming to all, regardless of background or circumstance. They see the Church as a place where everyone can find solace and support, a place where the values of kindness and humility are not just preached, but practiced every day. Both men, known for their warm smiles and friendly ways, are very different from the sometimes seen distant leadership of the Church. They are approachable and relatable, and this has endeared them to many people around the world. Their humility and compassion are not just qualities they possess, but guiding lights that influence their every action. Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, surprised the world by taking the name of the humble Saint of Assisi. This choice was a clear indication of the kind of papacy he intended to lead, one that is grounded in simplicity and humility. Saint Francis of Assisi is known for his love for the poor and his deep connection to nature, and Pope Francis has embraced these values wholeheartedly. He avoids fancy papal apartments, choosing simpler living, and often reminds the Church of its duty to help the poor and those in need. His decision to live in a modest guest house rather than the opulent apostolic palace is a testament to his commitment to living a life of humility. He frequently speaks about the importance of caring for the marginalized and the vulnerable, urging the church to be a voice for the voiceless. Cardinal Tagle, often seen riding public buses in Manila, shares this commitment. His choice to use public transportation is not just a practical decision, but a symbolic one. It reflects his desire to be close to the people he serves, to understand their daily struggles and to walk alongside them in their journey. He's known for his work with the poor and his strong support for fairness. His efforts to address social injustices and to advocate for the rights of the marginalized have made a significant impact in his community. He believes that the church has a responsibility to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves, and he leads by example in this regard. His talks, given with warmth and humor, connect deeply with everyday Filipinos, reminding them of God's love and their own ability to care for others. His ability to communicate complex theological concepts in a way that is accessible and relatable has endeared him to many. He often uses stories and anecdotes to illustrate his points, making his messages resonate on a personal level. Their shared focus on humility and compassion isn't just a personal style, it's a deliberate and conscious choice that shapes their approach to leadership and their vision for the church. They believe that true leadership is not about power or prestige, but about service and sacrifice. It's a major change in the church's approach, a purposeful effort to remove walls and build bridges of understanding and empathy. By focusing on humility and compassion, they are working to create a church that is more inclusive, more understanding, and more in tune with the needs of the people it serves. This shift is not just about changing the image of the church, but about transforming its very essence, making it a true reflection of the love and compassion that lies at the heart of the Christian faith. Pope Francis saw a similar spirit in Cardinal Tagle, giving him important roles in the Vatican. In 2015, Tagle was appointed to the Synod of Bishops on the Family, where his caring voice helped shape the Church's approach to modern family issues. Then, in 2019 came a big move. Pope Francis appointed Cardinal Tagle as the prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, a vital Vatican department responsible for missionary work and the Church's growth worldwide. This appointment, a clear sign of the Pope's trust and confidence, put Tagle at the head of the Church's global mission. This wasn't just about promoting a talented clergyman, it was a strategic move, fitting with Pope Francis's vision of a less centralized church, one where the voices and experiences of developing nations matter more. Changing times, sharing power, and a global church. For centuries, the Catholic Church has been seen as a top-down organization, with power centered in the Vatican. This hierarchical structure has long been a defining characteristic, with the Pope and the Vatican holding the ultimate authority over doctrinal and administrative matters. The centralization of power was intended to maintain unity and consistency in the Church's teachings and practices across the globe. Pope Francis, however, envisions a different kind of church. He sees a church where power is shared more equitably, where local bishops have greater autonomy, and where the voices of different cultures and regions are not only heard but are also valued and respected. This vision is rooted in the belief that the Church should be a reflection of its diverse global congregation, embracing the richness of various traditions and perspectives. Cardinal Tagle's appointment to the Vatican clearly shows this vision. As a prominent figure from the developing world, his presence in the Vatican is a testament to the Church's commitment to inclusivity and representation. Cardinal Tagle brings with him a deep understanding of the challenges and aspirations of communities that have often been on the periphery of the Church's decision-making processes. His presence brings the concerns and viewpoints of the developing world to the center of the Church's decision-making. This shift is not just symbolic, it has practical implications for how the Church addresses global issues such as poverty, social justice, and human rights. By elevating voices from the developing world, the Church is better equipped to respond to the needs of its most vulnerable members. It signals a shift away from a European-centered worldview towards a more inclusive and globally representative Church. This move is part of a broader effort to decentralize the Church's governance, making it more responsive to the diverse realities of its followers. By embracing a more decentralized structure, the Church aims to foster a sense of ownership and participation among its members, regardless of their geographical location. This move toward sharing power isn't easy. It requires a willingness to let go of long-held traditions and to embrace new ways of thinking and operating. There are challenges and resistance from those who are accustomed to the old ways of doing things. However, the potential benefits of a more inclusive and participatory church far outweigh the difficulties. However, it reflects a deep commitment to recognizing the universal message of Catholicism and the richness that diversity brings. The Church's mission is to serve all of humanity, and this can only be achieved by acknowledging and celebrating the diverse experiences and perspectives of its members. By doing so, the Church can become a more effective and compassionate force for good in the world. It's about giving local communities the power to address their unique challenges and share their unique gifts with the wider Church. This approach not only empowers local leaders, but also enriches the entire Church by bringing in fresh ideas and solutions. In the end, decentralization is about building a more resilient and dynamic Church that can better serve its global congregation in an ever-changing world. Connecting continents, building bridges, working together as an example. The relationship between Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle goes beyond geography. It's a powerful symbol of the Church's global reach and its ability to connect different cultures. Their working together shows the power of conversation, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to the teachings of the Bible. Pope Francis, with his Latin American background, deeply understands the challenges faced by the developing world. Cardinal Tagle, from the Philippines, a mostly Catholic nation in Southeast Asia, offers a unique perspective on the Church's growth and change in Asia. Their partnership is an example of collaboration in a world often divided by differences. It reminds us that even with our diverse backgrounds and viewpoints, we can find common ground in our shared humanity and our commitment to building a more just and compassionate world.